The Vijana initiative, and I'm so glad to be here. And first of all is to pass my condolence to the family of Mr. KK mwenyewe, because I happened to be his president in the university. He was my my fellow comrade back at Kisii University. I saw him growing, and it was so sad for me this morning to receive that the news that he's no more. And I want to pass my condolences even to the great maybe Kisii University fraternity that we are mourning one of us. So maybe to come on the issue of unemployment is most of the things are in paper. The problem is implementation. So we have been talking about policies to employ the youth, but the problem here is now the implementation part of it. For instance, we have been having organizations coming up, the government coming up with policies, trying to maybe cool the youth, because the youth in this country, I can say, are in a desperate mode, because most of them are not employed, and they can easily buy anything the politicians or maybe the ruling class are telling them. And in that case, you will find that even the available job opportunities, they pay very little to our young people, even compared to the skill they have or the skill they possess.
Nini ambayo imechangia vijana kupatiwa pesa kidogo, sababu pia inarudisha nyuma kimaisha?
Ile kitu inasababisha vijana kupewa kazi ile inalipa kidogo, na sema ni kujaribu tu kuwatuliza ili wasilalamike sana na serikali. Na ukijaribu kuona hata kulingana na inflation ambayo ina wa economy ama wa GDP, utaona ya kwamba pesa ambayo vijana wanalipwa ni kidogo sana kukimu hata ama kuwasaidia kusave, kuinvest na kupata maybe kukua katika maisha yao. And that's why you find that most of them are running to start maybe their businesses, and their businesses are not thriving beyond 3 years or 4 years because these people don't have the skill set on how they can start that business, how to grow that business, and maintaining that business even above 10 years, and as well start to employ fellow youths. And that's why you are employed in a government agency, you are employed in the private sector, and what makes you to start your own business is because of the pay that you get there. The whole thing, that is the salary, maybe almost goes to the government, back to the government through taxes. And when you know about business, you will find that 30% of the profit goes back to, well, maybe to, that is what's being taxed. Maybe taxes is 30%. So it means that when I start my business and it grows, I will pay myself in my business all the expenses, because all the deductions from the business that I start is what, after the deductions or maybe the expenses, what has remained is what will be taxed. And that's why our young people run to start their businesses, because that is the only way they can find themselves being rich, or maybe they might be in a position even to take care of their families. And in that case, let me just say that, Paul, my main problem is the implementation. It is not that we don't have policies, but are we really implementing these policies to make sure that we are going at the rate the world is moving? Like, for instance, skill-wise, here is artificial intelligence. And nowadays we say that artificial intelligence is not going to replace anyone's job. Those people who will adopt artificial intelligence are the ones who are going to take your job. So the earlier we cope with how technology is moving, the better that we are going to have a secure job employment in the future. So maybe my urge to our young people is that let's try to be people who are ready to cope with how the world is going. And when it comes to what my friend here have said, is that maybe the problem is that the creative economy. Maybe the creative economy is now, you ask this question about the content creators. You might see someone shining online, but maybe they don't have the money. They're trying to make money out of TikTok, they're trying to make money out of something, but again, there's no that money there. So what does this mean? It means that we should create as a country maybe job opportunities that aligns with our vision 2030, because we are almost there. It's 5 years to go. And by the rate of unemployment, that is almost 800,000 youths coming to the maybe employment every year. And it's funny, or maybe it is worrying that we are approaching 2030 without achieving even a half of where we are going.
Yeah. Na kuna swala ambalo Marion alikuwa ametaja pale kuhusiana na swala la policy, ambapo vijana ambao wapo katika nafasi ya uongozi wanafaa kubuni. Sijui kauli yako ni gani, kwa sababu you are a student.